Welcome and all American cartel members. Thanks for joining me. Let's dive right on into this. Trump assassination feared after Air Force One targeted and his helicopter fired upon. This is by Sorts of Fall. A gravely concerning new Ministry of Defense report circulating in the Kremlin today says that at 5:57 p.m., the Aerospace Defense Force's intelligence satellite system signaled an alert that Joint Base Andrews, located in Prince George's County, Maryland, had issued a 30-second alarm red warning as per the protocols listed in the Aircraft Attack Warning section of the United States Air Force Mandatory Compliance Defense document titled Operations in a Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear CBRN Environment, a warning that would be expected to be issued prior to the detonation of a thermobaric weapon. That is a type of explosive that uses oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high temperature explosion. And at the time this warning issued saw a U.S. Air Force Boeing C-32A aircraft descending into Joint Base Andrews for a landing. Not just any C-32A aircraft, but one having the flight designation Air Force One because aboard it was President Donald Trump. And as part of the defensive measures needed to protect the life of any U.S. president, sees this C-32A being equipped with thermobaric weapons to explode anything it designates as a threat, and upon its landing approach to Joint Base Andrews, did in fact see the C-32A being threatened by an unknown and unmanned aircraft system, a threat made more serious in that this targeting of the aircraft flying President Trump was the second to occur during the past week, as 6 days prior on August 10th, a helicopter belonging to the 1st Helicopter Squadron that transports President Trump and other top U.S. government officials was fired upon and brought down, and one of whose crewmen was injured, both of which have led the General Directorate of the General Staff of the Armed Forces, GRU, to assess that these attacks are probing maneuvers designed to ascertain the response times, resource deployment, and communication frequencies used when President Trump is attacked. And once determined, the final assassination attack will be made. How scary is that, people? So I have a theory. I wonder if Donald Trump's brother wasn't the guy that got killed, wasn't the guy that got shot in the helicopter when they took a shot at him. And, they tried saving him. They transferred him here and there. They had him probably on life support, and they finally had to pull the plug a couple days later. That's my, rough theory. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Because they're not naming who this person was that died at all. And there's only one person I know near Trump that has died recently, obviously this week. So, and you're going to see the response to this. It looks like Trump took out the assassins. It looks like, or it would be assassins if, I don't know, it could just be if they didn't shoot the brother, they just maybe actually killed a pilot or something to that effect. So there's the Air Force crew had a near miss with a drone, according to a reporter on board. So that's what they were talking about. That thing that was loaded with that thermo bomb, thermobaric. A drone tried to take that thing down. Very scary stuff, people. They're obviously going after our president's the helicopters and whatnot. So it seems, at least in my opinion, they've been going after it. It looks like since Ghislaine has gotten apprehended, and I wonder if Ghislaine Maxwell isn't traveling with Trump. What safer place to keep her secure than right next to Trump in Air Force One? You know what I mean? Or at least part of the detail. It's just, these are all rough theories, obviously, people. So don't judge me on that. So anyway, according to this report, heightened satellite surveillance by the Military Defense of Joint Base Andrews began on 27th of July after an investigative request was made by the Foreign Intelligence Service. An official request that saw GRU military intelligence analysts joining with their SVR counterparts to determine the facts surrounding an attack on the 21st of July that also involved the 1st Helicopter Squadron. An attack that the SVR says its sources confirmed killed a U.S. Air Force crewman aboard a helicopter bound for the White House, who, while first being treated for his injuries at Marlow Heights Medical Center, located in Suitland, Maryland, where the helicopter first landed, was transferred to the more advanced Mercy Medical Center, located in Baltimore, Maryland, and died while under the care of his chief of the critical care division, Dr. Joseph Costa. Though for reasons still unknown, saw the 1st Helicopter Squadron only admitting that one of their helicopters made a precautionary landing at this hospital. That was followed by the 1st Helicopter Squadron then stating they landed at this hospital because of a low oil pressure indicator, and none of the 3 people on board was hurt. A statement known not to be true by Dr. Joseph Costa, and is why the SVR believes Dr. Joseph Costa contacted a top Democrat Party official in his area named Joseph Kitchen. Though after contacting, Dr. Costa was suddenly said to have been killed by the coronavirus on 27th of July. And the top Democrat Party official, Joseph Kitchen, suddenly went missing and whose body was found yesterday, all of which was followed by the attack on another helicopter belonging to the 1st Helicopter Squadron on the 10th of August, so public it couldn't be covered up. So there's that, people. Maybe I'm wrong on, I guess, the first guy getting killed. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It looks like there's the Air Force One helicopter making the emergency landing. And when you zoom in, I know you're not going to be able to get a good view of it, but when I zoomed in, you could see like it's a medical heli, like they're working on somebody in there. So I don't know, whatever that means. Now, this is the Dr. Joseph Costa that died after helping out or informing that's what strikes me as odd. Obviously, they didn't get Trump, and they got probably the brother or whatever, and Dr. Joseph Costa reported to the Democrat Party, whatever, the deep state, to that Kitchen guy. The Kitchen guy probably set it all up, maybe even pulled the trigger on the gun, who knows. But they called him to let him know, hey, it didn't work, you didn't get him. So there's Joseph Kitchen guy that died. I don't know what he died of. I don't know if it says, so I'll have to maybe dig into that. But U.S. Air Force helicopter en route to White House makes emergency landing at Maryland Hospital. That's the top photo. And on the 21st of July, 2020, one of whose crewmen was said to have died while being treated by Dr. Joseph Costa, middle photo, who himself contacted for unknown reasons top Democrat Party official in his region, Joseph Kitchen, both of whom are now dead. So it looks like Q Team took them out. As evidenced by the public execution assassination of President John F. Kennedy on 23rd of November 1963, this report concludes the planning of a murder of an American leader is a highly complex affair involving the cooperation of numerous U.S. government intelligence agencies as well as the complicity of the mainstream propaganda media establishment, a fact as evidenced by the New York Times best-selling book hit list, an in-depth investigation into the mysterious deaths of witnesses to the JFK assassination. That chillingly documents the hundreds of cover-up murders both before and after President Kennedy's assassination needed to keep the truth hidden. Though sadly, with President Trump, won't see as many of these cover-up murders needed, as nearly half the American people will cheer his death and not care at all about who killed him. So that's all I have for you guys. Please be sure to share, like all that, and as always, to God be the glory.